Mary Helen Dara, Taylor Automotive Family. I'm here with fellow Ambassador Joan Coase, and she is going to tell us what incredible woman we're meeting today.
So today we're going to have the pleasure of meeting with Cathi Kisseberth, who is the CEO of the Hancock Federal Credit Union.
Wonderful. Well, let's get inside and meet this amazing woman.
Today I have the pleasure of being with Cathi Kisseberth, and she's the CEO of the Hancock Federal Credit Union. Cathi, thanks for making time for us today.
Of course.
Look forward to hearing about your leadership role. Let's start with that. Maybe you could tell us about the journey of how you are now sitting in this seat.
Okay. My journey is probably a little bit unique. I started off as an intern when I was working on my accounting degree. So I interned starting in 2008. And then when that was over, I worked as a teller while I was finishing up my school and getting my CPA license. The accounting job opened up and I said yes to that opportunity and worked here for a couple years. And then after that, I decided I was ready for a change and left and went to a local manufacturing company for a couple years and just really missed the Findlay community and the being involved. I liked the work and I learned a lot from that experience. But when I had the opportunity to come back as the chief financial officer, it was an easy decision to come back. So that was in 2015. And then my prior boss, the CEO, had retired at the end of 2020, and I was chosen by our board of directors to be the next CEO. So that was about 4 years ago, and here I am.
And here you are. So I think a lot of times people don't really understand about how a credit union operates, what services you offer versus maybe a typical bank or whatever. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about what services you offer here?
Yeah. The way I like to look at it is we offer all the same services as the big banks do. We have a mobile app, we have mortgages, home equities, credit cards, car loans, checking accounts, you name it. All those things that you think of with a bank, we have. But what makes us different is we are a not-for-profit model and we are a cooperative model. So we're able to focus that money back into our community, back to our members, back to our employees, and really provide more of a unique hands-on service to people. We might be able to say yes to loans or different things that the big banks wouldn't touch because our decisions are made here locally.
That's a great explanation. Thank you for that. Mm-hmm. So what are a few of the most challenging and rewarding aspects of what you do?
That's a good question. I would say the challenging thing is it's a people business and money is emotional for people. It's their bread and butter of their home lives and how they take care of their families. So sometimes that can be emotional as you're working through different situations, whether it be fraud or approving a loan or something like that. We always want to be able to help. So there's a lot of feel good that comes with that as well.
Well, I guess you just kind of said it's rewarding when you can help someone go through that journey.
Yeah, when we're able to say yes to a small business who other people may be saying no to, or we're able to help somebody get into a home when that may have been a really big goal of theirs for several years, that's always nice to see those successes.
You were nominated for the prestigious 20 Under 40 award, and you received it, which congratulations.
Thank you.
So one of the things I know they look at is they look at not only the position that you hold, the job that you do, but also your involvement in the community. Could you tell us a little bit more about your involvement here in Findlay and the surrounding areas outside of this job?
Yeah, I would say my involvement got started with Findlay Young Professionals probably 8 or 10 years ago, and that's how I launched into my board service. And now I serve on several nonprofit boards within the community. Sometimes people ask me, when do I have time to sleep? But I am involved in the Chamber Board and also the Alliance Board, Hope House for the Homeless, the Hancock Historical Museum, and our local preschool board at Arlington is called Good Hope, so I serve on that as well. I'm also involved in Kiwanis, and I chair our scholarship committee. So lots of things.
Lots of things, plus being a mom to a
Yes.
busy 4-year-old,
Yes,
right?
I have a 4-year-old, and she's starting to get involved in swimming and soccer and playing with friends. So.
That's great. So what advice would you offer other young women that would like to be a woman in the driver's seat and lead an organization such as this?
I would say that it's okay to go outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes people will nudge you for positions or projects or different opportunities that you might not feel ready for yourself, but they see something in you that you don't see in yourself yet. So say yes to those things when they come up. Another thing that I'm a huge believer in is just lifelong learning. I feel like I'm always reading a book, or I love going to conferences and learning from the sessions, but also meeting other people in the credit union space or just in the community in general. There's been some great leadership seminars here in Findlay and some regionally in Ohio as well.
Mm-hmm. I know that you received, I believe, the University of Findlay's Distinguished Alumni Award, is
Yep.
that right?
Yep.
Which is a huge compliment, I think, for what you do. What are some other recent accomplishments that you're most proud of?
One thing that I'm really proud of, and it's been outside of my comfort zone, is being involved in the Ohio Credit Union League Advocacy Committee. So what that group does is they work on different policies, whether it be at the State House in Columbus or down in Washington, D.C. with members of Congress, but things that impact our members, which are their constituents and consumers. One thing that has come to life out of that is a program called the Ohio Homebuyer Plus account. It's a savings account where people can get a higher interest rate to help them save for a house. And it's not just for first-time home buyers, but it can be for anyone within the state of Ohio. And as part of serving on that committee, I was aware of that account, and the credit union was one of the first in Ohio to be able to offer those accounts to people.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah, it's been an exciting program.
That's very exciting. Well, thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule, and thank you for all you do here in Findlay and the surrounding areas, and it's a real pleasure to meet you in person.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Cathi, for sharing your leadership story with us.
Well, it's time for us to hit the road and see who's next in the driver's seat.